You got to hold and give, but do it at the right time. You can be slow or fast, but you must get to the line. They'll always hit you and hurt you.
Miss, Miss, Pizza Hut pan pizzas, unless I'm mistaken. Thank you, Miss. Come on, Gareth, it only took me 6 years to get over it. Have some pan pizza.
Pan pizza from Pizza Hut. A light, fluffy base with a crispy crust smothered with generous toppings.
Thanks a lot, boys. I feel much better now.
This time he's at the post.
Pizza Hut pan pizza. It always hits the spot.
Hey! Alright, I might have too many visual jokes going on here, but here we go. So, I'd like to first off welcome our new corporate sponsorship in Pizza Hut. It didn't really work out with the Lucasade people, so it wasn't that a good advert from back in the day. Yeah, not in the least bit embarrassing. I'd have put something like that together and thought, yeah, we can put that out. Sorry to bring up the prospect of losing on penalties in a semi-final at this stage, but it's a long time till Wednesday. Anyway, so thanks to Pizza Hut for our new corporate sponsorship. I love this stuff. I eat it every day. It tastes like deep fried cardboard with melted perspex over the top. Oh no, now I've lost my corporate sponsorship with Pizza Hut. No, maybe the price you pay for selling out anyway. So these bits are becoming more entertaining than the actual match analysis, which it is just as boring really as well as watching the games. I think I'm finally figuring it out. The thing, because I've always said about football, like, when I watch it, I've never had that thing that clicks in my head when I was a kid. Oh, it was a mistake wearing this in the middle of a heat wave. I realise that. Yeah, I've never had that thing that it clicked in my head as a kid where I looked at a game of football, or I played football, and I thought that's the most amazing thing in the world. I want to dedicate my life to following it and watching it. So, having watched more football now than I've probably watched in my whole life altogether over the past couple of weeks, I've come to the conclusion football is boring. Well, the actual playing and watching of football is really boring. The attraction is the anticipation of the game. Admittedly, you know, what surrounds the game sometimes, the high drama of it all can make it interesting and exciting. Like the two games yesterday were interesting and exciting, even though the actual process of sitting through 90 minutes, 2 hours of watching the games was really dull. But it's the anticipation when Saturday comes and the prospect of doing something on a Saturday morning, on a wet, windy Saturday morning in Barnstable. Yeah, I get all that. The other aspect that is really fun is the armchair punditry. It's the sitting in the pub with your mates afterwards, discussing the match, talking about what you liked or what you liked and what you didn't like, talking about where the team went wrong, where they played well, trying to be an expert. So I think that's it. I think that's the appeal of football. It can't be watching the games because it's just a tortuous affair. It's something you have to endure. I get that totally. I mean, shut up. As a film buff, I watch a lot of films, and yeah, a lot of them are a task to get through. I do it because it's ultimately rewarding, and most movies, even bad ones, you know, have some rewarding aspect, something that you're glad you saw in them. but most are just not an enjoyable experience, a fun experience. So it can become a chore to actually sit through, but it's something you enjoy because everything else that surrounds film fandom is a joy. It's something that's just fun to be a part of. So I think, am I on the right lines now? Is that what I'm missing in my love, or my complete apathy towards football? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. So, oh yeah, there was a couple of games yesterday. That's what I wanted to get on to. This, I'll just briefly skim through these because, yeah, my analysis is very dull. I've noticed in these videos so far, and not really something that adds anything much to people's impressions. England played well. My predictions for the games was incorrect, but folks, when you're right 51% of the time, you're wrong 49% of the time. They played well, but I have to say I think Croatia played better against Russia. They're looking like a formidable side, and I wouldn't be surprised if we go out on Wednesday. Sorry to put a dampener on things, but look on the bright side. Even if they do go out on Wednesday, we'll probably still get another great Pizza Hut advert out of it. So, so that's something to look out for. But I hope we don't. Wouldn't it be great to see us in the final? Yeah. So the first semi's on Tuesday. I think I've got that right. So that'll be. By the way, if you're wondering why the pitch is shaking all the time, my cat has been extremely annoying, and I don't know why. Talking of it being extremely annoying, so is this. No, that's telling me nothing. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday, isn't it? So join me on Wednesday when you'll be hearing my thoughts on the France v whoever the hell the other team is game. And I'm going to go now before I pass out through heat exhaustion and dehydration. See you, folks.